Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker. And we're back with the Sadlers. Well, they're not a cider company, they're technically a brewery. But recently they've been dabbling in cider and they've been calling it their Sadlers Cider Project. They've got a few different ranges in their cider range. I've only done one so far, which is their rhubarb, which I'll pop a link up so you can go and check that out afterwards. But this is more of a traditional cider. It is a bottle of their Black Country Scrumper handcrafted medium cider. Now, when I first saw Scrumper, I thought, maybe this is going to be a scrumpy. It's going to be like bold and oaky and quite strong. I don't think that's actually going to be the case because, as you can see, it comes in 500ml bottles, but the ABV is only 4.8%. So I don't think this is a traditional scrumpy cider, especially with it being a medium, according to them anyway. So yeah, craft brewers from the Black Country. There we are, so it's part of their Sadler Cider Project. I still don't know who makes the cider for them. It's got to be some sort of contract cider producer that does it. But I would imagine because it comes from Herefordshire, it's probably going to be Westons or someone similar. Anyway, Sadler Cider Project, a unique collaboration of craft cider. We are proud to introduce you to Scrumper, our wonderful handcrafted medium cider. Enjoy! That's all the information you get. So it does actually contain ingredients on the back, which is nice to see. It has apples, good start, water, sulfites, yeast, natural colours, natural flavours, and then granulated sugar. Okay, and then a little bit of citric acid on the back. So, citric acid as well. That's interesting. You don't normally see that in a cider because obviously citric acid is more lemons, oranges, things like that. Obviously, it's going to be like more of a chemical. But the main acid that comes from apples is malic acid because the genus of apples is malus. So that's where it comes from. So malic acid is an apple. So to see citric acid in it, nah. It is what it is. A full-bodied premium, there's the buzzword, Herefordshire-style cider with deep caramel flavours from a blend of traditional cider apple varieties. Food matching, don't really care. Cookery tip, try in gravy. Fish stews, moule marnier, or in British onion soup. Well, there you go. Next time you make yourself a gravy, pop a bottle of cider in, why not? I don't know if I agree with that. I'm not a food pairer, I'm just a cider drinker. So, it might work, I don't know. Anyway, the top is off. Okie dokie. Speaking of oaky, yeah, it is slightly oaky on the bottle, but as we all know, we get more aromas from the glass, don't we? So let's get that poured out. Don't think there's sediment. No sediment. No sediment. Oh, there's a hair in there. My apologies. Oh dear, that's gonna add to the flavour, isn't it? Oh, good old hairs. You can't live without them. Some people don't have them at all, but there we go. Anyway, colour. Well, heavy carbonation. Definitely. There's no utopia on the bottom there, but yeah, hefty bubbles rising to the top there for sure. Keeping a little bit of foam on the top of the glass there, and well, from here, it's, I want to say, a deep straw colour. Light golden, I want to say. Somewhere akin to that. All in all, yeah, does look rather nice in the glass, but what does it smell like? Very subtle aromas here. It smells a little bit oaky, but then again slightly sweet as well. Probably the balance of medium there. But yeah, really finding it hard to sort of get any discernible aromas from that. But what there is doesn't smell too inoffensive, so let's see what I make of it. Cheers, everyone. Can a brewer make a decent cider? Well, we'll find out with Sadlers. Cheers. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. well, even if I hadn't have read the back of the bottle, I definitely would have said that there's caramel notes in this cider, which there is. So clearly does that very well. That is the predominant flavour you are getting from this cider. Relatively sweet. It is mostly about the sweetness. I would imagine it's because of the granulated sugar that has been added to the cider. That's making it sweet. But yeah, as for any acidity or tannin, stuff like that, not really present here. Really full body. Really full. Almost like a slightly chewy consistency. A bit like caramel. So I feel they're really going for the whole caramel aspect in this cider. And with the sweetness as well. Definitely, it's lingering. It's lingering in the aftertaste. It's coating the roof of my mouth. It's not quite like drinking liquid caramel, but the flavours are definitely there. There's an ever so subtle dry apple flavour underlying those caramel notes that are forcing their way through. Carbonation as well, because it's quite hefty. It's pushing it around your mouth, and it is really just coating all the inside of my mouth. But the main thing is no cloying sensation at the back of the throat there, despite the inclusion of sugars. So hopefully not too much has been added into this, and you can sort of tell with this. You can definitely tell that it is not just all crammed full of sugar or syrups and everything. It does have quite a nice, fresh, juicy taste. Yeah. Do you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, good flavours. So, as I said, I don't know who is contracted to make the cider for Sadlers, but they clearly kind of know their stuff. As I said, I've had their rhubarb infused cider as well, which hopefully you'll go and check out afterwards. But I don't know if they do any other. I'm sure they do like a strawberry one or something like that. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. And well, personally, I think Sadlers are quite a good brewery. Their Mud City Stout is top notch. It's one of the best stouts that you can get in the supermarkets. You can get it for really cheap. So, kind of had high hopes for this one, and well, it sort of delivered a little bit. Anyway, final taste before a final verdict. Yeah, I would happily drink that again, no problem at all. And actually, I think this one is in B&M stores as well, but B&M, Home Bargain, something like that, and you can normally pick it up for pretty cheap. So, for the price point for this cider as well, you are getting some really lovely flavours. Totally inoffensive, and yeah, the flavours there are probably going to appeal to quite a lot of people, because it's not too sharp, it's not too tannic, and the sweetness comes through with those caramel flavours, and it's pretty bloomin' good. So, with that said, chalks are out, and for a final verdict, I'm going to go and give Sadler's Black Country Scrumper a 7 out of 10. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for this one. I think I only paid something like £1.49 for this bottle. It might have even been cheaper. But yeah, definitely keep your eyes peeled, especially in B&M and Home Bargain stores, because this is usually where it sort of lies about. And hey, check out the rest of their cider project range as well, because at the moment, it's looking good. So with that said, that's another episode of the Cider Drink for you guys. I hope you liked it, and as usual, I'll be back with another delicious and tasty cider soon. Until then, it's Friday, it's the weekend. It probably won't be when I upload it, but it is now. So I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of this cider out. Take care, guys. Till next time.